Alright guys, this is William from YouTube, and today's episode is entitled Black is the New Black. Now, the reason why I call it that title is because this year, if you've been paying attention to the news, it's been non-stop black this and black that, and you don't want to be considered a racist, of course. Last year was all about the Metoo movement. There was a witch hunt going through, attacks on men who were abusing other women and stuff like that. So now what's going on is because of some women are just taking it too far and they're just accusing of any man. So now we have this new phenomenon called Karen. Now we in the black community, we already knew about Karens. Remember about when a black man goes out with a white girl and if anything happens, it's always the black man's fault. But now white men are getting the brunt, and we saw this last year. Weinstein and all different other big celebrities. They were going after a lot of white men. So now some people are saying that these women are taking it too far and calling them Karens. Most of them would be white middle-aged women, entitled. Some people are saying that they're demanding, and I even saw a music video talking about "let me speak to your manager." So this has been a backlash of a lot of men who think that these women are fighting back and they're just taking it too far. Now, one example is my friend at work. He was showing me a video. He was just recently divorced, and he's sitting on the porch, and his ex-wife is coming to picking up all her stuff. Of course, she comes with two other brothers. Threatening him that he's gonna beat him up and everything. And the ex-wife is always saying, "Stop abusing me, stop attacking me. I'm calling the cops." But she didn't know that my coworker was having a secret camera at the house the whole time, videotaping. So while she was, accusing him of abusing, stop trying to hit me, stop trying to attack me, he had everything on camera. So you see, some of these Karens are just taking it too far, And I asked my friend, after you're all done with, with your ex-wife, can I get a piece of the action? Can I call her up? And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, the best sex is when, makeup sex after breakup, or, divorcee. Those are the two wildest women that you'll see. So, I had to ask my friend permission if, when you're all done with your girl, can I tap that? And he's like, "Fine, go ahead." Oh, man. But the next thing, you see, last year was the Me Too movement. Now it's all about Black Lives Matter. And a lot of things now, the witch hunt has gone from abusive men now to racism. So a lot of things now are changing. As you can see, now the master bedroom is considered racist. I don't know what the new word is for it now because of the connotation of slavery. So that's racist. KFC has just dropped the line of finger licking good. They try to blame it on COVID by, they want us to be more hygienic after we wash our hands after eating KFC. But I think it's because of racism. They think that finger licking is too racist. Because it goes back to the Uncle Tom connotations that whenever, when we had white sympathizers, they would call that black person an Uncle Tom, a boot licking, butt dancing, ass licking Uncle Tom. So that's why KFC, I believe, dropped the line, because everybody now is trying not to be racist. Now another example, Aunt Jemima, that logo is too racist. Uncle Ben is too racist. Miss Butterworth is too racist. The guy from Cream of Wheat is considered too racist. So a lot of stuff now, I think it's going a little bit too far, because I like Aunt Jemima pancakes, and I like Miss Butterworth syrup, and I like Uncle Ben's minute rice. Like, come on, it never occurred to me that they were too racist. Those were positive images on logos. I don't see anything too racist, but that's what's going on. This is the year of the blacks. Next thing you know, they're gonna pick on watermelons and corns. They're gonna have to change their names because they're considered too racist. Oh man. But see, another thing is Joe Biden. What is Joe Biden doing? Talking to Charlemagne, telling him that if you ain't black, then you're not for the Democrats. That's a silly answer. Why would he say that? That's almost like saying, like, my best friends are black. What Joe Biden should have said is, and if you don't know what to say whenever he gets uncomfortable and he talks about racism, just say Black Lives Matter. He could have said, hello, my fellow Americans, Black Lives Matters. And when Black Lives Matters, all life matters. And because you see, Black lives and Black lives is always important because Black life matters. And thank you, my fellow Americans. God bless America and Black Lives Matter. That's what he should have just said to Charlemagne. If he didn't know what to say about racism, just say Black Lives Matter. Or keep quiet. Don't say something like, you ain't black if you don't vote for Democrats. Because Democrats are really not giving us nothing. They won't give us, a dental plan. They're not offering us to give us supersized McDonald's. Like, what are you really offering? What are you bringing to the table? Because you see, Joe Biden, and now you got your psychic Kamala Harris. You guys have made a career of putting black men in jail. So I don't see them winning. You know what? If Democrats win this election, I am going to wear a bikini. And I will read the inauguration of Joe Biden's speech. But it will be on my Patreon webpage. So if you want to see that, I just started a Patreon for all my exclusive contents that are too hot for YouTube. And if they're too controversial for YouTube, I don't want to be demonetized. So all of those videos will be on Patreon. So if you want to see that video, if Joe Biden actually wins, then I will do his inauguration speech in a bikini. But you gotta subscribe to get that video on Patreon. I will leave the link below in the comments. You can subscribe and help support me and my page. Because there are some videos that I cannot post here on YouTube. I have put them on Patreon. So if you want to see all my controversial, too hot for YouTube videos, you got to go on patreon.com. Look up my name, William Kweku Edom. And there you'll have it. Sign up and pay the monthly fee. Because obviously that's free. But YouTube is free. YouTube is free. But yes, I will do that. And that'll be something to see. But I know Donald Trump is going to win, so I'm confident, I'm not going to be wearing no bikini and saying that inauguration speech. Now, another thing is, the reason why I'm going for Trump is because before the whole COVID thing, that for black men, it was the lowest unemployment rate for us. And also, because of his anti-immigration policies, a lot of jobs now are available for the lower class, which largely makes up of black men. So indirectly, you see that although Trump says racist stuff and, sexist stuff, his policies are benefiting black men. So we want to know from the Democrats, what's in it for us? You avoid reparations. So really, what's in it for us? Another thing now for the Year of the Blacks is you would notice a lot of shows on TV are pulling the plug on them. Which was surprising for me that the Cleveland show, which was a black animated family, is really acted by white characters. So they pulled the plug on them because they found them to be racist to have. Man, that was surprising. Even on The Simpsons, I didn't know that Carl and Dr. Hibbert are actually white characters talking black. So they found that to be also offensive. So they will be replaced also. Also Cops, the show Cops, they pulled the plug on them because of all the arresting of just black males, largely black males on their shows. Also, shows like Central Park Tillman, Big Mouth, they've used a lot of black animated characters but white actors. I don't know why they can't find any black actors to do this animated black characters on their TV show. But now there's really a witch hunt going around for anybody that is trying to do any blackface or anything racist. So a lot of these companies. Now when you go to sports, the same thing happened with sports. You know, with Kaepernick a couple years ago, he was boycotting NFL by kneeling. And, you know, they got Jay-Z to, you know, discredit him and talk bad about him and say that, you know, we don't support Kaepernick. But then, now because of the Year of the Blacks, Jay-Z had to go back and eat those words. Now Kaepernick is viewed as a martyr for the Black Lives Movement. Now you see it everywhere, NFL. You know, you even see on the Raptors, they got the Black Lives Matter jerseys. And even recently now, they're trying to boycott a few shows because I believe a man in Wisconsin was shot by police officers. And also, a lot of these mascots now are being replaced. So you see the Redskin Indians, that's racist. The Eskimo Pies is racist. Chief Blackjack is racist. Miss Chiquita Bananas is racist. Big Chief Bill is racist. Land Lake Indian is racist. Chief Wahoo is racist. There's just a witch hunt going on. And now they're gonna roast these culture vultures. These are celebrities, these non-black celebrities that are in largely black-dominated media. They're also getting roasted. Tekashi 6ix9ine, Iggy Azalea, Miley Cyrus, Doja Cat, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Dixie Chicks. They had to change their name to the Chicks. And the reason why they had to change their name from Dixie Chicks to the Chicks is because the Dixie is referring to the Confederate flag, which was the army that was fighting to keep slavery. So because of that, Dixie Chicks were found to be racist and they had to change their name. And this is another thing that Joe Biden trying to appeal to the blacks, but then you interview Cardi B, who is not black. And I don't know why you would interview Cardi B. Out of all of the people you could have interviewed, Boyce Watkins, Claude Anderson, well, we'll leave Charlemagne alone because you screwed that up. You know, there's so many people you could have interviewed. Michelle Obama, even. But you go and you interview an ex-stripper, and you think that Cardi B is representing the black family. All she did when she got on that interview is talk about nonsense and a whole bunch of through. What does that have to do with anything? Candace Owens was just bashing him nonstop with interviewing somebody like Cardi B, and the only intelligent thing she could say in the interview was through. Wow, man, you are making it easy for the Republicans to win. So, if the Republicans do lose this election, go to my Patreon. I will be wearing my bikini, and I will read Joe Biden's inauguration. And this is William from YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. And check out my Patreon page if you would like to see all my controversial, too hot for YouTube videos.